In 1977, Star Wars changed the sci-fi landscape forever, but it was influenced by a load of other classics like Seven Samurai, The Dam Busters, and even other sci-fi sagas like the 1939 movie of Buck Rogers. And that influence came full circle when Star Wars itself partially influenced the 1979 TV show Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. And with that show came the diminutive robot with a huge personality, Twiki, and his circular companion, Dr. Theopolis. That's a mighty small robot. I think the captain can reproduce it at minifig scale. Only one way to find out. So, yeah, building robot at minifig scale is always a challenge. That's the reason this series exists. And the smaller they are, the tougher it is.
And Twiki was played by Felix Seiler, who measured less than 1.20 meters.
And he was voiced by the inimitable Mel Blanc.
That guy was a genius. He voiced practically every Looney Tunes characters, including Porky Pig, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Tweety Bird, Sylvester the Cat, Yosemite Sam, Speedy Gonzales, Marvin the Martian, Pepe Le Pew.
We're obviously big fans.
How could we not be?
He's like our idol.
We really are big fans.
But let's not waste time reminiscing. We've got to see if we can build Twiki using nothing but existing parts.
So what are we waiting for?
Let's get building.
Now, we've already done small robots. In fact, Lemur reminded one of our viewers of Twiki, so we could always start the same way we did Lemur, with a couple of round 1x1 plates with clips in black.
Why not in grey?
That piece is so new, it's still not available in grey, Gigi. In fact, if I could, I'd have my Twiki head to toe in dark bluish grey, but some parts, like those clips and the trusty T-bar for the hips, aren't available in that colour. So we make do with what's available, eh?
So you're just not going to hide the fact you're copying the start of Lemur verbatim?
Actually, I thought I'd improve upon it a tad, because Lemur's legs sure were mighty short. So I'm modifying them by adding 1x1 round tiles to them to make them a little taller, but still pretty short.
Why, you should have probably done that for Lemur in the first place.
Well, I didn't, but I'm doing it for Twiki here. Now, I'm going to be using a 1x1 brick with studs on every side for his torso, but since height is an issue, I'm going to put that brick on its side.
But that means there will be a huge hole in his back. How's that going to work, eh?
I'll just fill the hole with a 1x1 round plate, McCluck.
Ah, clever.
Now, for the shoulders, I'll be using...
Don't tell me. Let me guess. A round 1x1 tile with bar.
Yeah, as always, Mouse. And the arms will be 2 skeleton arms.
It's like building up pretty fast.
It's a small robot, Gigi, so yeah, this won't take too long. Okay, so next, we need a head. And that's going to be a tad tricky, so let's just put a blank generic head for now and revisit it at the end.
What are you going to use for Twiki's phallic-shaped helmet?
Oh, what do you mean, phallic?
Come on, look at his head closely and tell me you don't see it.
Oh, my wild apricot.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Probably why Lego will never make an official Buck Rogers set. I love that little robot as a young podling. Never realized how perverted the designer must have been until much later. Now, there isn't a piece in Lego's inventory that matches that, shape.
And we can all be thankful for that.
But I thought this helmet would be close enough.
Close enough or not, it's the only one that looks remotely adequate.
That it is. We work with what we have. Now, Twiki carries Dr. Theopolis with him, which is essentially a large disc with lights, with what looks like lit-up eyes and a mouth.
Shouldn't be too hard to find a suitable printed round tile for that.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But it turns out there isn't really anything suitable in Lego's inventory. I thought I'd find one in the Dots collection, but any face that was printed for that collection are all cute and not technical enough. Zahn's face in water form could have worked, but it's too transparent and you can't really see the face at all when attached to Twiki's torso. So I resorted to using a piece I quite like and have used for all my own robots' faces.
Well, that works, but what about Twiki's own face? You can't just leave it blank like that.
You're right, I can't, and I've had a tricky time finding a suitable match for it too. Now, Lego have produced a bunch of robot heads over the years for the Lego Movie and Nexo Knights, for instance. This one from the Lego movie looks interesting, although a little too evil if you ask me.
Yeah, I could never see Bug befriending such a scary-looking robot.
Then there's this one from Nexo Knights, much less evil looking for sure.
I guess it could be okay, although it seems to like that sparkle Twiki's personality had.
Okay, so how about this one, also from Nexo Knights?
That one could work.
It could, couldn't it? Or how about this one as a wild card? It's not exactly right, but at the same time...
Oh, where did you get that one from?
I'm not surprised you don't recognize it. It belongs to a minifig from that ill-fated video theme.
That theme produced a lot of interesting characters. Great figs. Terrible concept.
And yes, none of these facial expressions match the one from the TV show. How could they? But I think there's at least a couple of them that are pretty close.
Fancy giving our viewers a choice.
Which one would you choose for your own version?
There might well be other options we don't even know about.
So, this is our Twiki with Dr. Theopolis, designed to be as small as possible while still retaining a humanoid shape and his cheeky personality. Please, do let us know what you think, and if you like what we do,
and how we do it,
and you feel you'd like to help us out,
please consider joining our Patreon.
As long as you can afford it, of course.
The link's in the description and pinned comment.
And we'll speak to you again
next time on the Year of the Robot.
Nothing. He's using various dummy relays to throw us off the scent.